Real Talk with Monica, guys. This is your hostess, Monica L. Ball. Tune in this Friday, November the 20th at 6 p.m. for a great panel of women, guys. This time I'm going to talk about black economics on a woman's point of view, guys. Always support Real Talk with Monica because I am the Real Talker VA, baby, because that's real. Hi guys, this is Real Talk with Monica, guys, and glad, guys, guess what? It's ladies' night, guys. It's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Yes, guys, it's Friday night and it's November the 20th, 2015, guys. I got a great panel of women. Yes, black economics, a woman's point of view. It is truly a pleasure, guys. I got a great panel of women from all ages, guys. Man, let me tell you something. You thought this was gonna be a treat. I got something that's gonna blow you away, guys. Man, I got some good-looking women, guys. Look, don't turn that screen, cause Real Talk is gonna bring it tonight, guys. Yes, Friday night. Don't turn that channel. You stay on tune, guys. And guess what? Tonight I'm gonna do something special, guys, because God told me tonight. I'm going to claim it tonight. I'm going to send this up to major networks because this is something that God told me only tonight, that a major network needs to see something like this. I'm calling it. I told my producer Leroy, he told me to bring it. I told him I'm going to bring it. He said, Monica, I ain't got that many mics. I said, I don't care. I'm going to bring it tonight. I got 4 distinguishing ladies that I want to have a voice in the community here in Richmond, Virginia, guys. And you're going to love these beautiful women. And I'm telling you, you're going to fall in love. And I talked to this beautiful young lady at 15 years old. I started to cry, man, because if at 15 years old, I wish I had that knowledge at 15. And I said, man, if I was at 15 at this knowledge, and I'm going to put some people to shame at 15, because some of y'all at 50 years old need to be listening to this young lady. You hear me? Because she's going to educate some of these people, because even she is a beautiful young lady at this age. She's going to teach how to learn about love, religion, and she's going to be a role model. Yes, a role model. And she is going to be a shining star. And I told her today that I heard something from Fox News last night, that even though I am a black Republican, I don't care. I call people out, because with the tragedy that went on even today in Mali, that we have to pray that all Muslims are not terrorists, and that we got to call it as we see it, and that we're going to try to say a voice in the community. And hopefully with this beautiful young lady, she's going to break the stereotype, and she's going to tell people that, and break stereotypes too, that as a young American female Muslim, that you can be anything you want to be. And that the stereotype, what we got this ISO, or that they're trying to predict women cooking and cleaning, there's nothing wrong with that, but you can be anything that you wanted to be. Definitely. And then you're going to meet this beautiful woman named Helena Richardson. This woman got so much energy. She was in Hurricane Katrina. She was displaced. She was a beautiful woman that I met through through social media networking. And through the tragedy, she came through and she got settled here in Richmond, Virginia, and she's networking through the transition, and she's starting out to be a rising star, and she is going to be a household name, and she's building a network bridge. From that, just this past Wednesday, I call her Miss Tina Turner, Miss Eyvette Turner, and she is a beautiful soul, and she is a military veteran. and she has a voice to say from a veteran that we need to, she didn't want to just get a government job. She wanted to be her own business person. And she wants to let people know that she served this country, so she's going to be a businesswoman for this country. So then I meet this woman servicing my phone for Verizon, and this woman is beautiful. She has a beautiful soul, aka Lime Dime. And she told me something, the most beautiful soul, and I seen this video and on YouTube. And she said, you know what, and because I do something on YouTube. If you ain't check it out, Real Talk with Monica. And I seen some of her videos, and I said, you know, and she said, you know what, Monica, you gonna do something on this thing called on YouTube. And I said, you know what, and then we started talking about natural hair, and we started this conversation. And it just, one thing she just said, and it just, man, it just, then she started talking about this other stuff, and I could have just talked for this woman for a long time. And I said, just something about this woman's soul. It's a spiritual connection. So I said, you gonna be on my show? She said, huh? I said, yeah, you gonna be on my show. She said, you gonna put me on my show? I said, yes, ma'am. This is what Real Talk with Monica does. And these women didn't know it or not, and I threw a wrench in the plan. I said, at first, God said, I'm gonna put her on this show, and then I said, I'm gonna put them out, and then God said, you're gonna ship this on a major network, and then you gonna not just put it on YouTube, you gonna ship it out, because then let's see, a network gonna ship it out, and then one day you're gonna claim it, and then bring the stories on, just like Oprah Winfrey does, and everything else. These women is gonna be a significant power to show a blessing. Because this is the power of what you can do to help people, okay? And I'm going to call it out. I got all respect to my President Barack Obama, but I got mad with him, putting that lady, Fozelle Green, with that green lipstick. I said, look, I wanted to be in that White House. I wrote that letter. I said, look, I wanted Real Talk with Monica to be a substance show. So I had a spotlight, and God told me to have this show to put stories. That's why I had this show called Black Economics, from a woman's point of view. So that's why God told me, I didn't know what I was going to do last week. I said, pay it forward. I put my mom on the show. She wanted that 7-Eleven. So God said, do a story, and my producer, Leroy, he said, Monica, you got to do some controversial. And so he said, I said, Black Economics. And I didn't know what I was going to say or do. And these 4 women came together in just a matter of minutes. And I put this story together. So I want y'all to listen, sit back, enjoy these 4 women. And then hopefully a year later, we're going to see what the magic going to happen, man. This is the beauty of what God going to show what's going to happen, man. This ain't nothing but God is on this stage, baby. And let me tell you something. Just this past Monday, I was on the show LegacyInternetRadio.com. It was a medium named Shayna. And she told me, see that picture right there? That was a picture of my grandmother, Irene Taylor. She said, your grandmother was already here in the presence in your room. I said, huh? I said, I already knew it. She said, your grandma talked to you. Let me tell you, a spirit have not stopped talking to me. And that is a sign for good things to happen. And let me tell you, another crazy thing happened to me. I was in a store today taking care of my uncle and from Emporia, Virginia. And there's a lady said she was from Emporia, Virginia. Let me tell you the coincidence, man. You ain't going to tell me some strange things going to happen. This is a confirmation from God. And the lady said, and the lady looked just like my grandmother's sister. And they was all from Emporia, Virginia today. I saw it today, and this is confirmation. And the lady said her son almost tragically got killed last year. And almost got tragically killed back in 2010. And we sat there and talked for a few minutes. And I'm going to tell you, spirits is around, baby. And I'm going to tell you, this Real Talk train is moving. And hopefully some things that's happening. God is answering some prayers tonight. So I'm going to tell these women to tell their stories, and I'm going to make sure they're going to claim everything they're going to claim tonight. So some prayers going to be answered. So let me first introduce you, my first beautiful spirit for tonight, Miss Helena Richardson, CEO, President of Rich Networks. Welcome to Real Talk.
Hi, Monica. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so glad to be here with all you lovely ladies. I am Helena Richardson with Rich Networks. We moved here during the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, and unfortunately I couldn't find a job, so I decided to open up my own business, and due to the storm and the recession, it gave me the opportunity to do something that I love.
Well, tell everybody how you came up with the name of your business.
Well, when I initially went to get my business or to get the name, Rich Networks was taken. So I decided to put an H in front of it, which is a play off my name, Helena Richardson. So it's Rich Networks.
Okay, now tell the viewers, now you could have had just given up when so much stuff had happened to you. What driven you to just kept going when so much stuff had happened to you?
Well, we all, my family and I love the Lord, and if it wasn't for Him, we would not have made it. So it is by the grace of God that holds my family together and myself, and we just give praises to Him for what He's done, because it caused a lot of emotional, physical, and spiritual stress. But God saw us through, and we know who holds tomorrow and who holds us. So
what made you decided to come up with, you get in the tech field? Because you all glam and everything. What made you wanted to be a tech person?
Well, I started out as a business major, and my mother was terminally ill, and I had a professor that would not, try to fail me. So I decided it was a business law class. So I changed my major, and I only had 2 classes to take to go into information systems, so that's what I did.
Wow, that is truly amazing. So another thing I wanted to hear about from an economics point of view, the economy in New Orleans. Now, I heard so much of the poverty stricken in New Orleans. So what had happened to the simple fact of the crime and stuff? Because I remember New Orleans was one of the top cities, murder rates around there, and the corruption and the political. So what had happened to the point that the economic factors that you had seen down there?
Well, we visited home this past June, and there was a lot of stuff that was going on there. But I think sometimes due to people just feeling like they can't find a way, they, I guess, go to crime. I'm not sure, but
yeah. But what made you come to Virginia?
Well, our daughter had received a scholarship to Howard University, and we, being homeless,
wow, we
decided that we needed to be close enough to her to get her home.
Wow. Well, that's something amazing to tell everybody, is that you left from somewhere and then you settled. So tell everybody about the event that you came up with that I attended just this past Wednesday.
And I thank you guys again for coming out.
Yeah.
One of my colleagues, Marie Payne with Just Writing magazine, we were all sitting around a table, and she said, you know, girls, we just have to think outside of the box. And so as I sit there, I usually walk every day with my dog, because you know, it helps to relax me, especially after going through so much after the storm. So I was thinking, I say, well, folks get business playing golf, so why not do the same thing, walking and talking? So I came up with RVA B2B Network Walk.
Oh, okay. Wow. And speaking to that, I'm going to move down to Miss Eyvette Turner. That's how I met her Wednesday. How you doing, Miss Tina?
Fantastic. And you?
I'm doing great. So tell the Real Talk viewers about yourself.
Well, I am a retiree of the United States Air Force, served 24 years, and I decided after all of those orders and people telling me exactly what to do and when to do it, I decided it was time for me to do for myself.
Right.
So I wanted to do something that was so much fun, and it wasn't rigid, it wasn't strict, and I couldn't see myself sitting behind a desk for hours a day. So I went into a coffee industry. Well, the name of my business is Create Extremes LLC, and the reason why I decided that is because we're creating anyway, every day. So why not create extremes? So my goal is to become a mentor and speaker with helping people to remodel their minds and think in a broader way where they understand that they are creating on a consistent basis, and what we think about, we bring about. So that's why and it's funded right now by my organo business, where we have healthy coffee, teas, and hot chocolates. It's great.
What made you wanted to get into the coffee business instead of getting a regular government job? Because I had worked for the Postal Service. It's something like a government job with benefits, you know. What made you want to do that?
Well, I did work for the government, actually. At the post office for 2 days.
I knew we had a connection. I don't want to talk about it. Save it in the book.
So that helped me to realize I needed to do for myself. But I loved coffee anyway. I was always drinking coffee. But to know that there was a healthier coffee out there, I just loved it. And when I tasted the coffee, I didn't realize at the time, but I got a call like 2-3 days later that my mom had her third stroke in less than 2 years.
Wow.
So I was traveling back and forth to Ohio to make sure that she was okay, everything's okay, with a lot of family drama. So with that, I was forgetting to take my blood pressure medication, which I was on 3 different types at the time. And I, came back, and the lady who introduced me to it, Dr. Christine Diggs, she's a professor at John Tyler, and she, I was explaining to her everything that had went on, and she was like, with you telling me all this, you really are not that stressful. You're not like stressed out. Most people would be stressed out. She said, have you checked your high blood pressure? And I checked it, and it was 117/79, which is like almost perfect. So the only thing that I could say that I did consistently was drank 2 cups of coffee, 2 cups of that healthy coffee every day. And I basically kind of like weaned myself off of the high blood pressure medication. So I said everybody needed to know about the coffee. So that's why I decided to go with the coffee.
Okay. How did you get to here in Richmond, Virginia from the military?
My actual last duty station was here. I was a recruiter at Willow Lawn Shopping Center. I was a recruiter for the Air Force Reserve.
You ain't know that Real Talk. I told Eyvette this story, guys. I'm gonna call it. I said it. I'm gonna put it in the book. I was on my way to listen to Jill Scott, "Fools Gold." I think that's a song. I was listening, laughing at it. I was thinking about this story. We was laughing doing the Q&A session. I said I was gonna bring this story up. I almost got into the military over this fool. I ain't gonna say his name. Getting ready to sign up for the military over love. Took the test. Then signed up for the physical. My daddy said, "Don't you go in that military," because my daddy was in the military. My mom was in the military. Don't you go in there for no food because of love. Fools fall in love. Like that movie. Don't you do it. So when Eyvette told me that, when I thought about that Willow recruit center, you was right. That's what that brought my memories. Okay, moving forward. So now we had a good discussion about the VA. Now we was talking about the VA loan, about Now, we was talking about economics.
Right.
Now, you had used your VA funding for going back to school.
Correct. I just finished my master's degree
Mm-hmm.
at Stratford. It's based off my post 9/11 GI Bill,
Mm-hmm.
and you were also asking me if
Mm-hmm.
they had something for business owners to start their business
Mm-hmm.
to give us capital, and I'm not aware of it.
Yeah.
But they do pay for our schooling. They
Right.
did pay for the school, and so that really kind of like jump started
Mm-hmm.
my business. As a matter of fact, because they pay for school and then they pay me to go
Right.
to school. So
Yeah, we had talked about throwing up some ideas. What about the Congress come up for military veterans starting their own business? How about funding about starting up businesses, because there's no business. Let me throw up a statistics. I did the poverty state of working of America, and it state, let me tell you something about African Americans, about the poverty. 27.4 poverty. African Americans, top of the line. Next, Hispanics, okay? 26% Hispanics, okay? Who is the lowest? Guess. Whites. 9.9%, okay? I'm going to throw some more facts at you, okay? You'll be shocking. And then I was talking to my partner, Micah A. Hall, about the myths, about what do you think about what presidents that serve that better the policies. And everybody think about what it goes to the state level, your local. That's why when people do this low turnout, your state and local officials matter, guys. It matters. So it burns me up when I see people don't show up to the polls, but they go lining up for the presidential. Yes, presidential matters, but your state and local officials, and it matters. It does. Okay? So, good points. All right. Miss Landon. Hey, Miss Dorothy. But I like to call you Landon because you like that name. Tell the Real Talk viewers about yourself.
Well, my name is Dorothy Hainesworth, and I'm the proud parent of 2 teenagers, and I'm a single mother. Yeah, single mother, and I work for a cellular company where I teach the public how to use high-tech data devices.
And guess what? And I wanted to tell some people about how beautiful you look tonight in your hair.
Well, thank you. So do you, Monica.
Yeah, but your natural hair. And we had also wanted to talk about we had first had the idea, and that's why I want to do another segment about how much we spend, African Americans, on our hair products, and how we don't spend the amount of money about how much we don't invest, but we just turn around and we spend so much not investing into the stock market and everything about investing. But we're going to talk about that a little later with this 15-year-old. She's going to blow your mind on. We talked about something that's good. But Dorothy, I wanted to bring you on to talk about a little bit about the natural hair products, but I wanted to bring you on to tell a little bit about your struggles, about the economics about raising 2 kids.
Okay. Well, first, as far as the natural hair.
I'm sorry, natural hair first. Let's go on that first.
I've been natural for about 4 years, and I use all black business-based products. I try to use in my hair, and also natural-based products on it. And I've saved myself so much money by taking care of my own hair. I was spending about $50 about every 2 weeks. So just think of the amount of money that I can put towards something else to help me in my future with doing my own hair, which is opposed to going out and paying someone else that money and they putting that toward their future. So that money goes back into taking care of my children, paying my bills and things like that.
But Dorothy, you told me great things on websites, stuff you learn.
Yes.
Tell anybody useful things that you have figured out. Remember you was telling me how you figured out certain little niches, or how you have figured out how to do your hair. Like when you was telling me about some kind of cream, I'm like, how you figure stuff out? And I thought it was real neat, you know.
I go on YouTube, Monica.
Yeah.
I visit YouTube websites a lot and things like that to find different things and brands that I can use for my hair texture. And I also discovered that placing a lot of heat in your hair causes the most damage. So I made sure that I stopped using heat and then just taking care of it and babying it. And of course, that's saving me a lot of money.
Also, plug your YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel is called Lime Dime, and then also you can follow me on Instagram, and that's under Droid Girl.
Okay, cool. Okay, now to talk about you being a single mother.
Being a mom is already hard, but when you add being single to that, that's even tougher. My children are now going. My daughter is going on 19. She's in college, and then my son is 18, and he's a tall boy. He's very tall. And both of them work. I made sure that I instilled in them in early youth that you have to get up and work. You have to save your money. And they're doing that. They're doing wonderful. But it was a time where we were actually sleeping in my car. And we were down at the bottom. We were living in Gilpin Court. And yes, well, we had to get ourselves up out of there because my son witnessed a man being shot, so that kind of traumatized him. But luckily for us, we had family, we had friends that helped me with my education and things like that. So it turned me into a better person and a better mom. So we moved up out of that, and now we have a nice place. And
oh wow, the phone's already ringing already. Oh God, let me see it right. Caller, how can I help? Oh, I'm sorry. Real talk. I'm slow. This is messing me up already, guys. How you doing?
Okay. Enjoying the show. You're talking about black economics, and you just mentioned about talking about the young lady that's she saves a lot of money doing her own hair.
Yes.
Understand that the hair care business industry, in regards to black women, is like more than $1 billion industry.
Yes.
Are there any black manufacturers of the hair weave in those products? And if not, why not, given how much money is in that industry?
Okay. How much money is in that industry? I'm sure it's probably, we haven't, you know how much?
Well, we as African American women, we spend about $1 billion a year on our hair. And so we can actually save that money and put that money back into our households, our children's education, and that would secure a great future for us.
Wow. Yeah, there would be something, and that's a great question about saving, and that leads me right down to the 15-year-old prodigy. That's great, Sister Jameyah Grant. How you doing, dear? Welcome to Real Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Tell the viewers about yourself, sister.
Well, I'm 15. I will be a college freshman next semester at Shimer College in Chicago, Illinois. I have had my bakery business, Jay's Pastries, for the past 3 years, and I've been doing lectures, and I recently started spoken word, which will be uploaded to my YouTube account, and that I started spoken word 2 years ago, but I've started uploading it now a few weeks ago.
Okay, what's your YouTube account?
Just my name, Jameyah, Jameyah Grant, or Lady J, if you'd like to look that up. That's up there too.
Oh, Lady J. Okay, all right. Okay. The reason that I had invited you on there was that we was on the local committee of the social justice OLs, and we had a debate with this other guy, and I said, this girl cannot be 15 years old talking like this. I was thinking I was talking to an 18, 19, 20. And then she said, that's my mom right there. I said, huh? And I said, I couldn't believe who the mama who wasn't, because so much knowledge, and you can tell that she was raised right. And I said, Mom got to be proud because, and I said, and when she told me so much from coming from that, and she hangs with elders, because I hang with elders, and that's what tells you something. when you held Hainesworth elder, she wasn't hanging with hip hop people, you know, sitting on the street corner. She was in the movement doing something positive. She was handing out pamphlets, hanging out, sticking with mom, doing something for a purpose. So many times you see kids not doing right and they get punished for doing wrong. And I said, I told her, I said, it was just like this. I said, I gotta have you on my show. And she didn't hesitate. I said, tell mama. And then when I told her, and she said, you know, I'm 15. I said, look, tell mama I'm gonna take care. I showed mama, I said, look, I take care of kids. You know, because I got a little nephew, Mark Barlow Jr., he's a prodigy too. And I said, because I have different varieties of show. And I said, I'll take care of you. Because even though I'm not a mother, I have a mother soul. When I have them, they mine. Because I was raised, that's how Khari, that's my grandmother, and she ain't right, she gonna take out that switch on me. Even though she in heaven, she still gonna have that switch flying down from heaven on me if I don't do right. And what I'm saying is, and so I'm glad that you is on this stage, because I want you to put in the spotlight, and I'm so pleased that to have you on this stage, because young kids need to see this, and I'm so pleased for you. And next thing I wanted to ask you on this question, because we had a beautiful Q&A segment. So what does economics means to you as a young lady?
Economics is more on the level of course, money, funds, but it's not just that for me. It's more transferring and trading off. If I can and if I could, if we didn't have to use money as a currency, then that would definitely be fantastic. If I could trade off pastries or whatever I did, sewing, whatever, for food or for clothing, if that could happen where we had that kind of society, that would be perfect for me. But economics right now just kind of is like a bind. And if you talk to anyone who's ever talked to me for more than 5 minutes, then you know that I hate binds. Economics is something that can control your future, control your life if you let it. And it's definitely something that you need for each step of life. Like if you're going to go to college, you need money for that. If you're going to go to, if you're going to start up your own business, which I did, which was awesome, you need money for that. And you just need to be able to save and how to, because I learned very young how to do spreadsheets and how to make sure that I had all of my funds were in order of how they were supposed to be.
So at 15, what concept did you decide to, I mean, when did you decide to come up to develop a business? I mean, come on. I mean, I'm sitting up there thinking about when I'm going to think about going out to dating or something.
I actually started my business 3 years ago. So I started when I was 11 because I just turned 12.
Okay.
It's going on 4 years. 4 years will be January of next year. And I started it mainly because I was bored. I loved baking. I loved cooking, and it was something that was easy for me to do. I had access to ingredients. So one day I just started making it, and I had been selling for my grandmother for years before that. So it was easy to just, grab a different product and be like, hey, okay, well, I'm selling this. Would you like this? It's really good. And, you do it for school, those little catalogs that they send home with you. So it's easy to sell. It's not as hard as some people might find it. I guess it's just easy for me.
Wow. Another thing is I went to 1010 up there to up to D.C. and listened to Minister Farrakhan, and he said something about to boycott the economics because African Americans for so long have been spending so much money on with the ideal of Christmas, the idea of Black Friday. I'm gonna go down the line. But for you, what is your concept about taking that money, about going out spending that concept? what can you do with that money? Because as I've seen it, African Americans has been, like I just read that one statistic, and before you answer that, let me tell you something. In the statistics for the Bureau of Statistics, from 1997 to 2013, whites had a median of $58,000 salary, okay, average. From 1997 to 2013, blacks had from 37,000 in 1997 dropped to 34,000, okay? Hispanics had 37,000. Then it risen to 40,000, okay? So the medium of ratio, okay? So when we talk about income, now we see we dropping, and then when I give you a risen of income, what can we do with that money? If we seeing our income medium is risen, has fallen, and we going out there in that line in Walmart, because I'm going to raise my hand. I was up in there. Going out there buying them TVs and buying that stuff, knowing they ain't had no business doing it. So for you, sister, what do you see as 15? What do you think of that?
Well, for the majority of the part, I see most things as materialistic. As long as I have clothing and food and my mother's good, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, everything else can be kind of put on the back burner. But for economics and the prices of money, the things that people spend during this time of year, because it's not really different for me. I've never attended a Black Friday, and I don't do Christmas, so I've never had to, go present shopping or whatever. That's never been, a problem for me. This year is just going to be like any other. Yeah. So, but with economics, for people who do spend on Christmas and for people who do spend on Black Fridays, from what I can tell, Christmas is supposed to be a time where you surround yourself with family and love. I don't understand where materialistic presence has anything to do with that, but that's what has been accompanied with Christmas for these past few years. So why don't, for those people who do celebrate Christmas, celebrate the true meaning of it. If it's supposed to be family and love, then celebrate it with family and love the family that you're celebrating it with. And don't make this just a one-day thing where it's like, we come together for only the holidays to love our family. What's the point of that? You should be coming together every month, every week to catch up, to make sure that everybody's doing well. Have a meal together, sit down, talk. Right. It's not because we don't know when we're going to go. That's true. And people are always saying, you don't know what you've missed until you've lost it. Why not enjoy what you have for the time being? I don't know. People are saying, I'm older than you, I might go before you do. Yeah. Yes, that's a possibility, but right now, it's a 90% chance that someone could walk in through that door and shoot me dead, and then I'm done.
Yeah. Helena?
Oh, I think the same thing, I love family. I love having a lot of people around me. At home, we always had the house full because, I either had the people from church with choir or just having the kids from my daughter's school. So I feel the same way about Christmas. Keep Christ in your Christmas. Right. And, don't forget about that. Forget about family. I mean, the tragic loss that we had, it should bring a lot of people together, but oftentimes it does not.
Dorothy?
Yes, I was reading something last week, and it basically said that as far as the average African-American woman, we only have $5 saved up. And I was disgusted about that because we spend a lot of money, and we need to save that money.
Eyvette?
Well, basically the same as everybody on the panel. I personally know that women do buy 85% of the household budget. And so we really have to take it upon ourselves to decide. Right. You know what? This is what we're going to start doing with the money. Right. We can save this portion. We can spend this portion, we can invest this portion. But we as a black community, we have to start looking more towards investing, because a lot of people think that investing is a waste of money.
Right.
But if you learn how to do it right, it can really make you some money. And a lot of other cultures have already, learned that and are buying into it. So we can too.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around and we're gonna start claiming stuff. So I'm gonna go back to you. What you gonna claim for 2016?
Well, I am claiming that my Create Extremes business will grow to a six-figure business next year. And it is just going to be awesome, the multitude of people that are going to be affected by this. Not just the parents, but my goal is to affect the children of the next generation, because they're going to, it's going to be a ripple effect. And we're all going to be able to start thinking differently, and we're going to understand that we create our lives in every step, every day. We are creators.
All right, so make sure you tell everybody where you can find your business.
Yes, you can find my business at createextremes.com. That's Create Extremes with an X.
Okay. Sister Grant.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, claim.
Oh, my claim is going to be, we were told a few years ago that Detroit is up for sale. And I've been looking up homes, properties, lands that go acres back that is up for sale between 800 and up, basically. And so my claim is that I'm going to have I'm going to own 2 homes and a few acres of land in Detroit. I'm also going to visit and hopefully establish a business base in Canada and in Puerto Rico. I plan on going to Puerto Rico this upcoming January, in Canada this upcoming July, and also to just be in my first step of emancipation and see where that kind of leads me in reference to things.
That's beautiful, Dorothy.
The things that I want to claim is actually joy and hope for other people. I want to claim that my son is going to graduate soon, because that would make me very proud. And then also, I myself would like to own a farm. I want to get into the whole natural growing, so I can donate food and things like that to the food banks, and just take care of people who are not financially able to go out there and make money to feed their families. That's what my claim is.
Beautiful, Miss Helena.
And my claim is I believe I am a people magnet. So I believe that through the coming year that there are going to be so many people coming to my website. One of my vision boards is a map. And on that map, I believe that I will draw business from each state around the country. So, and in doing that, I would like to give back and help out those who don't have, because I really have that passion with helping others, and that's why I do what I do.
Make sure where people can find you.
I'm with H Rich Networks. That's HRICHNETWORKS, just like it said, HRichNetworks.com.
Well, my claim is for 2016 is to make sure that Real Talk with Monica be the continued success, and make sure that these lovely ladies can have whatever dreams that they can continue to have. Is that I want to make sure that I can continue to be on air and continue to bring the stories that I bring out each and every time. And I want to claim that I'm going to have a network, you hear me, a network, major network, to continue to bring the type of topics to be non-censored, and to be able to talk to viewers with substance of topics, so I can be able to reach people and have people to have a voice in the community, because it was truly a pleasure to have these type of individuals to come out tonight. And before I leave out, I'm gonna have to have my beautiful sister to leave out in prayer for the beautiful people in Paris that lost their loved ones, and also in Mali that have lost their loved ones tonight. And we have to do prayer and pray that our nation can stop the nonsense and the killings, and stop the name of the misuse of the religion, and turn it over to our beautiful sister.
Okay. And just for those who don't know or think that we pray to some kind of moon god, Allah simply means God in Arabic. Just another language, nothing to be afraid of. I'll start.
Yes.
Okay. Want me to stand?
Yes, you can start.
Prayer. Surely I have turned myself to thee, O Allah, striving to be upright, to him who has originated the heavens and the earth, and I am not among the polytheists. For surely my prayer, my sacrifice, my life, and my death are all for you, Allah, the Lord of all the worlds. No associate has he, and of this I am commanded, for I am of those who submit. O Allah, thou art the King, there is no God but thee. Thou art my Lord, and I am thine servant. I have been greatly unjust to myself, and I confess my faults. So, Allah, please grant me protection against all of my faults, as none grants protection against faults but thee. O no, Allah, please guide us to the best of morals, as none can guide to the best of morals but thee. And O Allah, please turn away from me the evil and the indecent morals, as none can turn away from me the evil nor the indecent morals but thee. O Allah, bless Muhammad, and make the true followers of Muhammad successful, as thou didst make Abraham and the true followers of Abraham successful. For sure, thou prayers are magnified in our midst. And O Allah, bless Muhammad, and bless the true followers of Muhammad, as thou did bless Abraham and the true followers of Abraham. For sure, thy prayers are magnified in our midst. Ameen.
Yes. That is truly is a blessing, guys, and thank you, sister, for that beautiful prayer. I think we need that today in this country, and if that is not nothing that can break the stereotype in this country, hopefully we can, and hopefully that this show can open up some people's eyes, and with that type of prayers. And like I said, please continue to support Real Talk with Monica, and continue to subscribe to my channel, Real Talk with Monica. And thank you again, guys. It's been a pleasure to be on air. Thank you. That's Real Talk.